Hey, I'm going to talk to you about how to integrate Chirply with HighLevel. Okay, they're very similar tools, but Chirply kind of excels when it comes to the lead generation. So if you're doing mass cold outreach, you definitely want to use Chirply over HighLevel. However, if you are managing your business or a local business, you definitely want to use HighLevel for that. Okay. So there are many different reasons and many different scenarios that you may want to use one or the other tool, and it really just depends on the purpose that you need the tool for. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is we're just going to pick an example since there are so many of them, and what I'm going to show you how to do is, for an example, let's say that you are running cold outreach. Okay, it could be paid ads, it could be using VAs to make cold calls, it could be so many things that you may be wanting to do for a client or have someone do for yourself. Since you have access to the tools, you may want to do that, right? Well, when you're doing all of those cold calls, you do not want to use your main business number because they may get blocked, they may get reported as spam. You're sending massive amounts of cold messages and calls and all of those things. And you want to make sure that you are filtering those out and you're not doing damage to the business's phone number, right? And you don't want to send a bunch of irrelevant leads, okay? Because if you are the agency owner or you're the person doing the lead generation, you don't want the client to be bothered with all of the, insignificant leads and things like that, okay? So what, and plus you want to be able to track all of these different phone numbers coming into the system, okay? Because that helps you to show what you're actually doing for them, right? So what I'm going to show you how to do is we're going to create a IVR, which is a interactive voice response system, okay? So what we're going to do is let's pretend that you're running these cold ads and all kinds of things. You have so many different phone numbers and they're all coming in to Chirply, okay? Now we're going to build an IVR that is going to take that phone call and then it's going to route the calls according to what the business wants. Okay. For example, let's say that all of these phone calls are coming in and it's coming in to the same IVR within Chirply. Okay. And I'm going to show you all of this in today's training. So they're all coming into Chirply. And what we're going to do is create a automated system that answers and it says, thank you for calling. If you want to speak to someone in the billing department, press 1, and they're going to go to the billing department. This is going to create a pipeline, a stage in the pipeline, so that the person who is managing the business, okay, because if they're calling about billing, they're already a customer, right? So, or a client. So we're going to route that call to the person in HighLevel who's managing the business, but we're also going to add a card in the pipeline, okay? Because you want to make sure if someone contacts you about a billing problem, you definitely want to work them through the stages. You may need to get more information. You may need to forward it. You definitely want to be able to follow up with them. And so if you are someone in the billing department, you definitely want to have this pipeline so that you can keep track of all of the people that are calling and all of the stages that they're in. Okay, you definitely don't want to drop the ball. That's really bad customer service. However, if you are in the billing department, you don't want to have to speak to people who are calling about maybe services or products that you may have in the store because you're the billing department, right? So we want to definitely make sure that they have the opportunity, press 2, to contact someone in customer service who could better answer their question. Because let's pretend this was an ice cream shop and you wanted to know, do you have Rocky Road ice cream? That's my main favorite. I want to know, do you have that ice cream? If you call the billing department, they're not going to be able to tell you that. You want to go to the store for customer service, okay? So I'm going to show you how to set this up, and this may seem really complicated, but it's actually very simple when you have the right tools, okay? So I will be right back, and we'll dive into the training. Okay, so welcome back. I was having issues pulling up my other window here. So here we go. All right. I love being live and you guys get to witness all of my fun mistakes. Okay, so this is Chirply. If you are unfamiliar with Chirply, I've actually put a link in the description, if you're watching on YouTube, in the description of the YouTube video to show you the video that I did giving an overview of Chirply. But it's very, very similar to HighLevel. If you don't know what HighLevel is, it is the platform that we use inside of our program in addition to Chirply. And you can see that, it's a lead generation tool. You can do ringless voicemail, two-way SMS, two-way phone calls, professional IVRs, two-way email, SMS autoresponders, sales bridge, and drip campaigns. And most of this we can do inside of HighLevel as well. But like I said, even with my local business, I like to do my cold outreach on one platform and then keep my HighLevel account for my actual customers, okay? They just work better that way, and it helps to manage things a little bit better. That's my personal preference. Like I said, there's a million and one different ways that you can utilize tools in your business. It's really just about your function and purpose and what's going to work best for you, okay? So if you scroll down here, you see that Chirply is kind of expensive, well worth every single penny. It's an incredible tool. I love it. But actually, as a member, you get this for free, okay? You get the $9.97 Platinum plan for free. If you go to myvisionagency.com, you can see our plans here. You actually right now get all of the tier 5 tools as a free upgrade. So you get, you can definitely check out all of, skip around here, go through all of the benefits here, but we utilize the HighLevel tools within the program. So for $97, you get access to all the HighLevel tools, all the social media content. We have over 85,000 white label articles, ebooks, images, videos, courses, and more. You get actual course funnel templates. There are actually 9 white label courses that are pre-built and preloaded in your account as soon as you sign in. And then you can get access to to join us in the Zoom on Fridays for our Q&A session. And of course, you get access to my support team 24 hours a day. If you decide to become a Tier 5 partner, Tier 5 is the software reseller that we use. They are the ones who have created Chirply, among all the other amazing tools that we use. There's over $3,000 a month worth of value inside of the Tier 5 tools. So you can actually become a partner here, and you'll get a free membership inside of Visual Marketing and Design. Same thing with HighLevel. You may be an experienced marketer wanting to create your own HighLevel account so that you can give access to, you can create unlimited sub accounts. Here, you do have to pay $100 a month for 10 additional accounts, and that's 10 accounts of all of the tools, okay? So it would be 10 accounts of Chirply, 10 accounts of Link Wizard, 10 accounts of Friend Connector, and then you don't have to, keep all of those together. You can separate them and piece them out however you want to, okay? I just wanted to make that clear because I get questions about that. Also with HighLevel, you will get a 1-hour onboarding session, okay? And you will also get access to my snapshot, which includes all of the white label courses and templates and all of that stuff. Okay, so let's get into this training here. Let me go back to my window. And what we're going to do is first go to Chirply. Okay, so this is what the Chirply dashboard looks like. First, I did want to say hello to Maria and Bicardo and Linwood. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so like I said, there's a million ways that you could use this, but just for this example, to kind of help you get, if you're brand new to IVRs and these tools and systems, just to help you kind of get a case study or an actual, practical way of using the tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to IVR. And we're just going to create an IVR from scratch, okay? So I'm going to click Create an IVR. And here is going to be the first step of our IVR, okay? So this is what's going to happen when someone calls a specific phone number. And like I said, we can link this to all of the phone numbers in our Chirply account. And I think right now I have maybe 4 or 5, but I could link the same IVR to all of those. I could have multiple IVRs. I mean, when you have the premium or the platinum, the highest level, you can do unlimited. So, I mean, you could create an IVR for every single phone number up to you could do like millions and millions if you wanted to. Speaking of that, this is a great like lead magnet or offer that you can provide businesses if they want to sign up with you as an agency owner for maybe web design or marketing, any type of marketing service or any of that. You can definitely utilize these tools for your clients. Okay. That's why I was really excited to provide this for you. Okay. So we're going to say intro here. Okay. Intro. And then we'll just say intro here because that's basically what this is. And so here is the input value. Okay, so what do we want to happen in this stage? Okay, so we can choose IVR input type, which honestly, I don't even know what that is. I think this is the only one right here. So they're going to hear a message. Okay, so we need to actually, you can upload the message or you can record the message. I actually have a little cheat sheet here. So I'm just going to record a message and let's see. Okay, allow. Please listen to the following options so we know how to best serve you. For our billing department, press 1. For our customer service department, press 2. And then we're going to stop. Okay, so here's our message. Please listen to the Okay, so I recorded myself saying something before. So let's try that again. Please listen to the following options so we know how to best serve you. For our billing department, press 1. For our customer service department, press 2. Okay, now let's listen to that. Please listen to the following options so we know how to best serve you. For our billing department, press 1. For our customer service department, press 2. Okay, so that is our greeting. That's what they're going to hear. So now what they need to do is press 1 or 2. Okay, so now we need to tell the system what to do when they press that 1 or that 2. Okay, so I'm going to click here. Now we have number 1. Okay, so here's what we're going to do when they press number 1. First, we're going to record an audio. Okay, and I'm going to say, hang on, just press record. Please hold while we connect you with someone from our billing department. Okay, so let's hear that. Please hold while we connect you with someone from our billing department. Okay, so now they have pressed 1, they have gone to hear this message, and now we need to actually connect them with the billing department. Okay, so we can choose this here, which will mean like nothing happens. Okay, but we actually do want something to happen. We need to contact the billing department. Here, we can actually have them press another number. So maybe we had multiple products that we had in our billing department. And once they pressed 1 and they went to the next part, instead of saying, please hold while we connect you, we would say, please press 1 for lawn mowing service. Please press 2 for chemical treatments. Please press 3 for, so you get the point, right? So we could even make another tree built onto that if we wanted to. We do have this option here that we can call an outbound number. So here, what we would want to do is actually call the agent on our team who is responsible for the billing department. This could be our main business, or it could be one single person. It could be a cell phone number. I would highly recommend it being one of the numbers that you have inside of your HighLevel account. So if you go to settings, and then you have your staff, you can actually see the numbers here. I would choose one of the actual phone numbers. So like go to phone numbers here. Sorry, I showed you the wrong place. So you wouldn't want to go to phone numbers. And if I had phone numbers connected in this account, like maybe Susie Billing, her phone number was here, I would want to route it to there. Okay, so that would put it into our system, but we still haven't really told it anything to do with that person, right? So we need to go back to Chirply and let's just say 317-555-555. Okay. Now we do have the option here that we can also do a call whisper. Okay. And we have this capability inside of HighLevel as well, where the call will actually tell you where it's coming from or whatever you want it to say. Okay. So maybe I have one person who manages my billing department and one person, and she also manages my social media, and she's also a VA. I mean, when we have like When we are running small businesses, a lot of the times when we hire people, they have multiple functions. Or if you're by yourself, you definitely have multiple functions. So you definitely would want to, like, if this was my number and someone was calling me about billing, then I would definitely want to know that they're calling me about billing, because maybe I want to answer the phone. Hi, this is Bridget Bartlett in the billing department. Maybe I wanted to say that. So there's many reasons why you'd want to have a call whisper. Plus, if you have many different businesses, like I have multiple businesses, or you have many different places maybe that this is coming from. Like maybe you're running different ads and you want to say, hey, you have a phone call from the person or you have a phone call about the $1 special or something like that, right? So you could even say that in the call whisper. You could leave an audio. Like if I wanted to say, actually record something saying, hey, you have a customer calling for billing, then that could be what would play when the phone call is answered. Or you could also text and it would do like a robot thing, like, hey, or you have a call for billing department. Okay, department. All right, so then not only when the phone rings and you answer, it will say this recorded message, and it will also send you this text, okay? So that is how we would want to set that up. So I'm going to click done here, but we still have not triggered, right? So our billing department right now, they're going to get the phone call, but they're not going to get that automated change in the pipeline that we really want, right? Because we want to create, if we go back here and go into our opportunities, and we have a pipeline here, let's see. Billing. Okay. So we have 3 stages in this pipeline, and it's contacted for support. Okay. And then waiting on resolution, and then resolved. Okay. But we want to create a card here because it's great for them to call. But we need to create a card here so that everyone on our team is on the same page and knows that this person was contacted for support and, waiting on resolution and resolve. If we still have a card here, then that means that we have not addressed this. Something has happened. There's been a ball drop somewhere. We need to make sure that we are tracking this process. So especially if you are the agency owner, you are the one who's managing the Chirply, you want to provide this for your client, right? They don't care or know anything about Chirply. All that they know is that you are running lead gen for them, and you set up their phone system, and when they get a billing call, that they want a card in the opportunities. Okay, they don't care how it's set up, they don't care who does it or what you have to do. This is what they want, right? So if you are providing the service, this is what you want to provide, but you don't want to obviously be monitoring this and doing this manually. You'll never make a profit. You'll spend all your time doing that. Okay, so what we want to do is go back into the this little step of the IVR, and you'll see that I purposefully skipped a step here called Fire Actions, okay? So if we click that, you'll see that we can, at the same time, because we're basically building out a workflow, so at the same time that these things are happening, okay? Someone called, they pressed 1, they heard the message, we forwarded this message to the billing department, they got this call whisper information, all of this is happening, but at the same time, we want to create that opportunities pipeline inside or that opportunity inside of the pipeline, inside of HighLevel, because that is where our billing department is managing their billing, right? So what we want to do is click Add Zap. Now, of course, just so you can obviously see here, there are many things that we could do. We could send a ringless voicemail. We could delete or copy or move or add to a campaign. And all of these things can be done right here inside of Chirply. Chirply is really powerful. I'll say again, definitely go back and watch that overview if you have not, because Chirply is really awesome. So what we want to do is we want to add a zap, okay? So that is how we are going to integrate Chirply with HighLevel. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with Zaps, I'm actually talking about Zapier. Zapier is a tool that you can use that makes many systems talk to each other that don't, for example, Chirply and HighLevel, they have nothing to do with each other. They're totally different companies. They have nothing to do with each other, but we, as the marketer or business owner or agency owner, we need our two softwares to talk to each other to save us time. Okay, so we're going to use Zapier. And if you are a tier 5 partner, you get an unlimited Zapier account. They actually invite you to their own team. So you can see here that I actually have unlimited zaps. Super, super cool. Okay, so what we need to do, we can add a new zap. So let's just call this add to billing pipeline. Okay, so that's so we can keep straight what this is. So we're just going to create a new zap. I'm going to click save. Now we have actually created a zap. Let's go ahead and select our zap here, and then we are just going to save. Okay, click done. I think, okay, cool. All right, so now we have step 2. Okay, I'm going to show you how to connect all that in just a second. We just want to complete our IVR here. So step 2 is for customer service. Okay, so let's go ahead and click here because we're going to create step 2. You can see it already knows that we need step 2 and we need to record audio. Okay, so I'm just going to click there and record. Please hold while we connect you with someone from our customer service department. Okay, so there's our message. And for this one, we could fire an action if we wanted to. However, let's just go ahead and we're just going to put in the store number. And let's say this one is 4. Okay, so here's our store number. We could have it ring through, but let's be honest, if it's a store, they should be answering, thank you for calling Billy Bob's Ice Cream Shop or whatever. But we could do a call whisper if we wanted to, but just to make it simple, we'll go ahead and just click done. Okay, so now we have a complete IVR that could actually be used now. Of course, we could build this out. This could be crazy elaborate, but I just want to show you guys in a simple way how you can do it. And then I know there's so many amazing people who are using these softwares and on my team who are very creative and can come up with amazing things to do with this stuff. Okay. So what we want to do now is we want to go to settings. Okay. So, because now what we need to do is something with that zap, right? So we're going to go to Zapier and click Zapier. Okay, so now you see, let me delete this because we're doing, this is just a sample API that I want to use. Okay, so we're just going to call this Zapier training and create. Okay, and it's going and going. Okay, so you can use multiple different like if you like Pabbly or something like that, you could use that, except that this is by invitation only, so you do have to use Zapier with this. You can't use Pabbly. Okay, you have to be invited to the software to be able to use it. You have to be invited. You have to click this link here and then it opens up a new window and then now you have access. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and accept the invite and build a zap. Okay, so I'm going to click here to create my zap. And you can see the first step here. Let's go ahead and put in Chirply. Okay, so you can see there are different ones here. Just make sure that you choose the latest one available. This one says latest, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that one. Now we need to choose a trigger event. We only have one, and it's trigger a zap. Okay, so there are many different places within the system, like autoresponder and many different places that you could trigger a zap. And it's basically anytime you see that little box that says add to zap. That is what the event would be. Okay, so we're going to click continue now. And now we need to choose our account. Okay, so I already have one in here, but let's go ahead and choose this account here. So I'm going to grab this API. I'm just going to click copy. I'm going to go back here and I am going to find my window. And then we're just going to paste the API and yes, and continue. So as soon as it loads, it's logging me in and making sure that I have access. Okay, so now we have access to that Chirply account. So I'm going to click continue. And now we need to choose the Zap name. Okay, so it's going to pull in all the ones that I have added, all the Zaps from that specific account. Okay, and remember we created one that said add to billing pipeline. So that is the Zap. Any time, no matter where in the system that we decide to use that, it's going to trigger this workflow. Okay, anytime that we have anywhere in Chirply, we have add to Zap and then add to billing pipeline, we choose this specific Zap, it's going to trigger this action. Okay, so we're going to choose this trigger and we're going to click continue. Let's go ahead and test it now. And it's testing and testing and looking for information. Okay, so it pulled in some sample information, so it looks like it is working, it is connected, so we're going to click continue. And now we need to tell it what to do. Okay, so we're going to choose Lead Connector app. And remember, I talked yesterday about Lead Connector. Since HighLevel is a white label platform, the Zap or the app for Zapier is actually called Lead Connector. And that is so, for example, if I wanted to white label my agency, which I have white labeled it, but I'm very transparent. Everyone knows that I use HighLevel. I'm very proud of it. I promote it. So there's no reason for me to hide. So I would be fine if it said go HighLevel. But if you're an agency owner and you don't want people to know that you're using HighLevel, then you would be able to tell your client, oh yeah, our app is Lead Connector, and then it's kind of white label-ish. Okay, it's actually what they consider gray label, but it's a better alternative if you're trying to white label. Okay, so we're going to choose Lead Connector app. Now I need to choose what to do with this. Okay, now I can take this information that it pulls in here from Chirply and I can add the lead to a campaign. I can stop all campaigns for the lead. I can add or update a contact. I can add a task, or I can add or update an opportunity. Okay, so if you're thinking about this purpose that we're using this for, remember someone is called and wanting to talk to the billing department. They should already be in our pipeline or in our CRM, our HighLevel CRM, because they would be a customer if they're talking about billing, right? So I don't really need to add the contact. They should already be pulled in there, which will also be nice because we can connect the phone number with the profile. Okay, so I'm going to click add or update opportunity, and then we're going to click continue. Now I need to choose my Lead Connector account. Okay, so I already have one connected, but I'm going to create a new one and show you how to log in. So same way that we did with Chirply, except now we need to go back to our account and we need to go to settings. And then you'll see here right in business info that we can access the API. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Zapier now. Let me pull up my little window and I'm just going to paste that and yes, and continue. Okay, so now we are connected to our specific account in Vision or HighLevel, and we're going to click continue. Okay, so now we have connected Chirply, we've connected our HighLevel account. Now we need to tell the system, tell Zapier, what do we want you to send to HighLevel when you pull in the information from Chirply. Okay, now we're very limited with the information that we have. We only have the phone number because remember, they've actually just called. Okay, so we only have the phone number that they've called from. We're going to say, yes, we need to mark this as a lead. Okay, so we'll just say yes. And then we're going to choose the pipeline that we want them added to. Okay, so this is the big part that we did all this work for, right? So we're going to choose billing, okay, because that is the pipeline. That's what it's called. We can assign this to a specific user if I wanted to. Like there are, Bridget Bartlett and Bridget Bartlett. They are on this account and they're both amazing. But I think I'm going to leave this open to just any user. But you could definitely assign that to a user if you wanted to. And then you definitely want to choose the stage. Okay. So remember, we talked about if they're calling for support and billing, then it's going to be this stage here. Okay. Now, if billing has talked to them and they need to get some more information or whatever, we would want to move them to waiting on resolution, or when they've solved the problem, it's resolved. But this initial stage, just contact for support. Okay. That's all we need to do. So we're going to move them to the pipeline billing, and then the stage contacts for support. Okay. But we do need to come back up here because we need to capture their phone number. Okay. Because remember, again, that's all that we have, all the data that they've pulled in. Okay. So we're going to choose here for the phone number. And so now we've chosen the phone number and we've said, hey, when this number calls, I want you to put this in, create a card inside the sales pipeline for billing, and create a card called in the contacted for support stage. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down here now and we're going to click continue. All right. So you see that it did, looks like it has worked. Let's go ahead and test and review. So if we go back to our account here at HighLevel, you can see already that we have created a card with that phone number. So now, even if the billing department, and likely they have no idea any of this stuff has happened, all that they know is that they received a phone call and it says you have a call for the billing department. They likely are sitting in front of their HighLevel account and they see, okay, I just received a phone call and now here is the card. And now I have all of that client's information pulled up right in front of me. So I'm not saying, oh, what is your name? What is your phone number? I immediately, of course, I want to verify the information, but I immediately have all of this information pulled up because we have done that integration. Okay. So that is super, super cool. The only thing that you have left to do now is just turn on the Zap. I'm not going to do that because I'm actually deleting all of these APIs. I just showed you all the numbers. But that's how easy and that is how cool that is to integrate the Chirply tools with HighLevel. So thank you all so much for joining me. Remember, if you do want to join Vision Marketing and Design, you can go to myvisionagency.com. If you just want all of the content, training, and tools, you can join at $97. If you want to become a Tier 5 partner and resell the software yourself, you'll get a free membership inside of Vision Marketing and Design. And if you want to join HighLevel, you do get access to all of that and create unlimited sub-accounts as well. But you will also get everything that you see here inside of Vision Marketing. Okay. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.